Everyone, it's Jane O'Malley here, and I am blessed to be in Pine Island, Florida, in St. James City. The hurricane hit hard here, Hurricane Ian, just over a month ago. And so I thought that I would set up my mat just very quickly, do a 5-minute little stretchy vinyasa practice. Yoga you can take anywhere, and you can bring out your mat just about anywhere. And so today I thought I would do this just to show that no matter where you are, what you're experiencing, you can use that inner journey to help support you. So start by coming to the top of your mat, really establishing that firm connection with the feet on the mat, really grounding yourself. At times like this, we need to feel very grounded. Maybe just playing with the motion back and forth, forward and back, just to find that grounding in your feet. Maybe closing your eyes and just feeling what that little flow feels like. And bringing yourself to present, maybe anchoring yourself to your breath or to the sensations in your body at this point in time. And start by really squeezing the belly button in towards the spine, a slight little tuck in the pelvis. Your shoulders are over your hips. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears. And on the inhale, take a deep breath in. Reaching up. Exhale, either walking the hands down the thighs or with the hands out, slight bend in the knee, squeezing the belly. Come down either to your blocks or to the mat. Inhaling halfway up, hands to the shins or the thighs. Looking down at the floor. Exhale down. Inhale, press away from the floor with the heels, widen the hands, bring the hands up to wherever feels comfortable for you. And then exhale the hands back down to heart center. Do that one more time, breathing in. Maybe slight back bend, squeezing the buttock. Light bend in the knee. Resting in forward fold, giving the head a little shake. Inhale halfway up. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale, press the feet in. Then exhale, hands to heart center. Are you resting here? Just noticing any change in your heart rate, quality of your breath. Anytime your attention wanders, just simply bring it back to your breath, to your body sensation. It's with this kind of practice that we learn to manage our distractions and come back to being present. Inhaling back up. Exhale down to the mat, or to your block, or to your chair. Inhale halfway up. This time, exhale, step back to plank. It can be a low plank. Inhale, draw the elbows in towards one another as you lower the body down and come up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under and come to downward facing dog. And just rest here for a few breaths in downward facing dog, maybe widening the hands if that helps with your shoulders. Maybe bringing the hands to the chair. Really rolling the shoulders back and down, the shoulder blades back down the spine. Tailbone high, heels low. Really exploring here what might feel good for you today. Maybe working with the hips, side to side. Just finding intuitively what your body might need today. Perhaps finding that flow between plank, back to downward facing dog. Really pressing the index fingers and the pads of the palm and the base of the index finger down into the mat to help release any pressure on your wrist. Finding whatever movement feels good for you. And then when you're ready, walk the feet up towards the hands. And rest with your chest on your thighs here, just letting the head hang. Giving it a little shake. And then inhale, press the feet into the mat as you widen your hands and come up. Taking a big wide arc. And then draw the hands back down to heart center. Just resting here for a moment. We'll do that one more time. Take a deep breath in. Reaching up through the fingers. Maybe a slight back bend this time. Exhale, wide, wide, wide with the fingers down to your mat. Let the head hang. Inhale, halfway up. Nice deep breath. Exhale down to plank. Either a high plank or pressing your knees down to the mat. Exhale, elbows in tight to the rib. Inhale up. Exhale down, tuck the toes, come to a downward facing dog. Tailbone high, feeling the stretch down the hamstrings. Nice deep breath. Take whatever movement your body needs. And then finally bringing the knees back down to the mat. Taking the knees wide or narrow, as feels right for you, to come back into child's pose. Bring the toes together and settle the hips back down towards the heels. And place the hands wherever feels good for you. So if that's out in front of you, maybe stretching the fingertips long. You can press down into the fingertips and feel the stretch underneath the arms. Maybe resting your head on a block, a blanket, wherever feels good. Or perhaps taking the hands beside the hips and just resting here. With every exhale, finding the weight of your hips sinking a little closer to the heels. You can place a blanket behind your knees if this helps you with some support. Nice deep breath. And on the next inhale, coming up to seated. The sun's finding me here. I keep creeping ever closer to the end of my mat. It's very hot. And then just finding your comfortable seat here, resting your hands on your thighs. Take some deep breaths. Maybe connecting with your breath by placing your hand, one on the belly, one on your chest. And take a few moments here to celebrate your movement this morning and for spending a little bit of time just simply connecting with your breath, grounding your feet and the rest of your body down to the mat, and settling yourself for a little bit of time. And sometimes a few minutes is all that we need. Just bringing ourselves back to this present moment and being mindful of where we are, taking ourselves off autopilot, out of a stressful situation, and just allowing ourselves to be here. Draw your hands to heart center. Maybe bowing your head in gratitude for spending some time together. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.